Speaking
We
of
all
Twitter
know who
fingers,
Aries. We all know who Aries Spears is.
Mad
Mad
TV.
TV. The impersonations comedian. Um, what I know him for is just Mad TV. Most of the time, it's Mad TV.
It's really just Mad TV.
Mad TV. His impersonations of DMX, Shaq. Who else? Who else did he impersonate? DMX, Shaq. He impersonated a lot of people, basically. He did like the whole Game of Thrones thing at one point, talking about like, different shows or 300 and all that stuff. Someone decided to ask him if he liked Lizzo's music. Sometimes I feel like people ask that question, or people just ask because they know that person's gonna give them
You're gonna go
like
off.
they're gonna give them a bad what you call it.
I was gonna say good. They said
Give them excitement. Let's call it that.
giving them
People,
excitement. Yeah.
the holy pie excitement was gonna happen, right? So went to talked about Lizzo's music, and then he said he liked Lizzo, and then he called her, heinous name, saying that she looked like the crap emoji, talking about women and the whole what was it? What is it? The whole oh yeah, girl, do your thing. Why you have diabetes or something like that?
Yo, whoa,
And he went off. He basically went
yo.
off. It sounds like another moment where somebody says something that just strikes a nerve or strikes how you know how I really feel about this, and they get into their
Like
bag.
our last segment. That's exactly our
Right.
last
It's
segment.
just certain. There's like there's already gas in the room, and that was the spark that just exploded everything. The problem is the problem is when it comes to like certain things in life. One thing my lady taught me about certain things and certain issues, and as we talk and as we grow, like you got to take a look at yourself sometimes when you go out here trying to come for people and realize that like who is you to talk. That's certain things. I remember sometimes I'd be like, yo, that person is this. Like, who is you to talk? You did something like that before. And I'm like, it's not about me. And it's like, no, but like, it's kind of weird to talk about people when you do the same thing. You know what I mean?
In the current moment.
In the current
In
moment.
the current
Even though
moment, yeah.
sometimes I'll be like, it's the past, but like, that doesn't matter because, people just go by, you've done the same thing. So who are you to talk? You should have some more compassion based off whatever it is. Because you were just like, for example, for me in the Bible, David. King David and Bathsheba, and he killed Uriah, and he killed the man, put the man on the front line to die for his wife. And David's boy went to him to talk to him about, he gave him a scenario. You know when people do this? It's a funny thing. Jamaicans do this too. And a lot of Korean people do this. They know, like, sometimes they know, but this time it was God knowing, right? They'll tell you a story that's similar to a scenario you're in, just to be for you to get your intent because it's not about you, because they know that you'd probably have a bias against yourself. So,
now that you mention it, like, now that you mention that, like, damn, that's actually yo.
So they'll go instead of saying like, let's say you stole a cookie, they'll say, this person stole a cookie, and it was a cookie that and you'll be mad at the person like that person that's spoiled deserves a box.
Not realizing.
And then they'll be like, well, that means you deserve the box. You mean you deserve the box?
And you're like, what?
And that's what happened with King David at the time, because David was going off.
What do you mean I need the box? He was like, yo,
David, you did the same thing.
You did the same thing. Like,
so the harsh reality about the situation with Aries.
He was sober saying this. Like, and hold on, let's time stop a second. Before like not even way back, but like the Corey Holcomb show, 5150. He was drinking at that point, but like he was, you know how like he was drinking in real time. So like when you're drinking in real time, you were sober at one point. But he was rude at Corey. He was rude at Darlene, and rude for Zoe Williams especially. And you see throughout the episode, he's calling Darlene the B word. He was turbulent. He was too excited. He was
Mid excitement. Yeah.
He was just too excited. So they got to a point where like the seating position was, let's say I'm sitting right here, I'm Aries, Zoe's on this side, Corey's on this side, Darlene's on this side, and he's constantly elbowing you. I've been in position. There's a famous podcast episode where that was happening to him though, to Zoe. So Aries would just keep elbowing. And then Zoe got to a point where he's just like, yo, if you elbow me one more time, yo, think the silence, awkwardness, and I guess Aries he was too out of it. And he did it again, and then Zoe just got up and just straight Muay Thai, elbow. And then TMZ covered it, and then lawyers got involved. Now, we're going to go back to the present time right now. He's running his mouth again. He didn't have the wisdom to not get baited by it. Because the minute you said people will just ask you stuff. I don't think they would always know you're charged on the subject, but like
sometimes they say it for you to get charged.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you think it is yeah, and that's what happened.
So it's like bait.
It's like a broke person asking a broke person, how do you feel about other broke persons? And then that broke person goes out and was like, there's the swans. I hate them. He's like, you broke as hell.
You broke.
You know what I mean? For example, Fresh and Fit. You know, you have mans that are on there going nuts about all these women and whatever. And then you look at the situation and be like, yo, these are the men that talk about you?
That's it, yeah, like you? Word?
You, word? This is you? And I'm not saying that people can't change. And this is and that's where like sometimes it gets a little shaky because some people could say, yeah, I've been through that situation and I've done it, but I realize how bad it is. So I'm against it now. Mm-hmm. So whoever's a part of that, whatever. But some people will be like, nah, you've done it. So you can't bash these people because we can bash you.
We can bash you, yeah.
But the problem with Aries Smears,
he didn't learn anything from the 5150 show.
He didn't really learn anything. And some people, and this is the thing about like Hollywood, maybe when you're in the fame and all that stuff, I don't know if it's some people that are in the fame, they get ignorant to the point that they feel like they can just say what they want to say.
No, they feel like they're invincible. Some people move like that.
Until they get they don't have nobody to give them a hot box or something. You know what I mean? They don't have no one to like shot them a box or set them to reality. He's not really a person that's going to keep it real with them. So he goes out there. He says all that stuff about Lizzo, call her a crap emoji and this, that, and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The harsh reality about that is he is just like, he's basically a shit emoji too.
He should be, he's...
You know what I mean? Like it's weird when someone's talking about like other people and you're the person talking about that. You know what I mean?
Nah. But I'm different though. It's like, are you?
Yeah, are you?
Word.
Exactly. Some people is like, no, but and I'm not gonna lie. I'm a person that was like that too. Like certain times, like it's not the same. So you did the same. It's like it's not the same though. And then I get mad because I'm like, yo, stop comparing me and these. We're not talking about me. You know what I mean?
Yo,
but sometimes you gotta put it in perspective. Man's calling people a certain way when you look like this. And then he gets mad, he does another video.
He doesn't, yeah, the second video now.
What's up, y'all? It's Aries Spears. You know what I mean? And then, you know, it's all subjective. It's subjective. You know what I mean? Attraction is subjective. You know, I get this, I get gal or whatever, and then in my head I'm like, man, looking real tough for you, buddy. This is tough. And the problem is, when you come after certain people in the industry, and when you come it's when you step out or when you say differently or if you be offensive or if you know what I mean. I don't know how these people do their investigations, but
It's see,
it's just so quick. Or someone was probably holding on to it until this guy messed up and been like, "Boop, let's throw this in the air." Or
kind of
like,
like
how did this get past everybody?
kind of like our prime minister. They held on to something, and then they dropped it near election time, and yo, that thing just
That blackface
it
stuff, that
it
blackface
da-
stuff, it just threw
it
us all
it
off.
it damaged him. Like he is no. If you take in the timeline of him,
It's all alleged.
no, like if you're taking the timeline of him, he's been thrown off since. Like
So
he's
man,
thrown.
that man literally said, "I don't even know how much times I did this."
He did yo. He really
You
said that.
know what I mean?
He really
It's
said
like,
that.
yo, so you could only imagine what else he did.
But now regarding Aries' skit with
I
Tiffany
didn't see the
Haddish,
skit. I didn't skit this. I only heard like things about it. And see,
so
now Tiffany Haddish is just catching strays,
because she was in the skit, yeah.
right? But I never saw the skit to know what it
So
was. I just heard it was,
I didn't press play because it's just too like. But what was described was the ages of the youth, and it's you know, it's so like weird, like I'm blanking out too. The ages of the youth, and there's one particular scene. There's one particular scene with a bathtub. I'm just gonna stop it there. But apparently that's been on YouTube for a minute. So I don't know how it got under the radar. And this was made during a time period of like what they call edgy humor. So they say whatever edgy humor is, like around
Mhm,
2010s, let's just say. So
mhm.
it's been on YouTube for a minute.
And
Uh,
that's the thing, and that's where
like hidden in
it
plain sight almost. So
right. And you know, things will just come back. They'll come back to haunt you because you decided to put that out in the universe. And
that's
I don't know, but I heard he's getting sued over something like that now. Him and Tiff getting sued
yeah.
allegedly and all this stuff. And
Even though even though
it's
her
crazy.
it's just crazy. This situation is like this is nuts. This is a crazy situation. Like I know Tiffany's lawyer's like the lawyer's like yo, this is just a shakedown. It's just it was like bro, I don't know, man. And Cat Williams had certain interviews come out, and even he's like, well, Tiffany's cool and all, but this is my opinion of her. And people are starting to link the two now, like, oh, I see why Cat has a certain repertoire about
Mhm.
Tiffany, right?
And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but like I don't know these people,
I
and
mean, it's
we're
just
gonna see how this rides out
it,
because
that's
this
because
just
they use the word grooming, like
yeah,
that
and that's a tough
that's
situation.
a powerful word.
They need to figure that out. Um,
Uh,
I'm sometimes I think about certain things as like, man, imagine if I don't know. What if we were the people that said "Bona COVID," and then next, you know, Jay
someone just put
Hunterville on his 23rd podcast
the
said this and this, and it's
yo,
like,
they'll
whoa,
they'll say the whole number, the day it uploaded,
timestamp, da da da.
timestamp.
I will say anything on, I, Jay Hunterville, apologize for anything that may have said. Uh,
Yeah,
sorry, I got.
pertaining to
Sorry.
anything.
Let's do this. Let's do this properly. Um, I, Jay Hunterville, will apologize for anything that I may have said that's been offensive in any way, any form, to any community, in any time, any place, any whatever, when it came to thing. Okay? I
You said
apologize. I
you just said
apologize. I sincerely apologize. And I believe that, you know, I just didn't know any better at them times. And I am growing to be that individual. So I am sorry. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's easy for that to say that, but some people hold their guns and they'll be like, no. I have $40
Nah,
million. I don't care what any of you guys say to me,
that's
peasants.
let's just move like that. I don't know. It's a wrap for him still. Because what
I
happened, like
don't
the chain
I don't
effect,
know, yo. I don't
like
know
the
still. I don't know.
how the chain effect is like when you're in the spotlight like that now for that, man, you try to go book a comedy club because that's how the comics make money, right? One of the ways they're gonna be like it'll go through his agent or whatever, his manager. He's gonna call the club and be like, "Oh, I got Aries to Aries. What you wait, what you mean? Wait,
Aries Spears?
Air, Aries? What you mean? Oh, people don't even do this anymore. By the way, people do they want to do Aries. What you mean Aries? Like Aries,
Aries.
Aries? Hold on. They put the phone down. Oh, hold on. Put you on speaker. They
Hmm.
type up his name. Aries Spears and Tiffany has been accused of what?
Turns out
What?
Aries. He's a star
Stop.
and he must stop.
And he won't get far.
Won't get booked again.
And that money,
That's
they're gonna
tough.
be like, nah, keep that guy out of there. Arrest that guy. And they click, the phone just like, phone
Yeah,
goes.
that's it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
I don't know.
Um,
Same thing with Tiffany too. Tiffany might skate off. I don't know.
just might, but we don't
Might,
know how this goes. We don't know
but
how this
but
goes.
Aries, man, that thing, that's GG. That's a
Hmm.
good game.